When night slowly arrives, the earth does not fall silent. Instead, it changes its rhythm. As daylight fades, shadows stretch across the land, and a calm transformation begins. The sun slips below the horizon, and with it, the noise and urgency of the day gently dissolve. This is the moment when the secret life of Earth awakens, quietly and peacefully, under the cover of darkness. The sky deepens into shades of blue and black, and the first stars begin to appear. They do not rush into view, they arrive slowly, one by one, as if carefully placed. The moon rises softly, spreading a pale glow across oceans, forests, mountains, and ice-covered lands. Under this gentle light, the planet breathes differently. The air cools, movements slow, and everything prepares for rest. In the jungles, the night brings a sense of balance. Animals that moved cautiously during the day now feel safe enough to rest or begin their quiet nocturnal routines. Leaves stop trembling under harsh sunlight and instead sway gently in the night breeze. The jungle does not sleep completely, it whispers. Insects hum softly, distant calls echo faintly, and every sound blends into a soothing rhythm that feels endless. Far away from the jungles, the oceans respond to the night in their own way. The surface of the sea becomes calmer, reflecting the moon and stars like a vast mirror. Waves continue their steady rise and fall, but without urgency. The water moves slowly, guided by unseen forces, following a rhythm that has existed for millions of years. Beneath the surface, marine life glides peacefully through dark waters, perfectly adapted to the quiet of the night. High above the seas and forests, the wind begins its gentle journey. At night, it is no longer sharp or restless. It becomes smooth, careful, and slow. It flows around mountains, through valleys, across frozen plains, and between trees without disturbance. The wind carries coolness and comfort, shaping clouds, moving air, and spreading calm across the planet. In colder regions, ice seas glow faintly under moonlight. Vast sheets of ice stretch toward the horizon, silent and still. Cracks and ridges are softened by darkness, and snow reflects the sky's pale light. The wind drifts gently across these frozen surfaces, lifting fine snow crystals into the air before letting them settle again. Everything here moves slowly, as if time itself has relaxed. Mountains stand tall and quiet under the stars. During the day, they face storms, heat, and harsh winds, but at night, they rest. Snow-covered peaks glow softly, and rocky slopes hold onto the day's remaining warmth. The air flows upward and downward in slow patterns, balancing temperature and pressure. Even the tallest mountains seem peaceful, watching over the world below in silence. Somewhere in the distance, burning mountains glow faintly. Volcanoes, even when calm, carry warmth within them. At night, their gentle glow becomes visible, painting the clouds with soft hints of red and orange. The wind moves carefully around these places, blending warm air with cool night currents. There is power here, but it is controlled, steady, and quiet. Forests everywhere respond to the night with stillness. Trees no longer reach toward the sun but instead rest under moonlight. Leaves barely move, branches hold their positions, and shadows stretch across the forest floor. The wind passes through slowly, weaving between trunks and branches like a slow breath. This movement creates a calming sound, soft enough to fade into the background of thought. As humans sleep, unaware, the earth continues this gentle cycle. Every element plays its role without conflict. Water flows, air moves, animals rest or wander quietly, and the land holds everything together. There is no rush, no demand, only balance. The night does not bring emptiness, it brings harmony. This is the secret life of Earth after dark. A world that slows down instead of stopping. A planet that breathes softly instead of falling silent. Under the stars and moonlight, Earth finds its calm, preparing itself for another day while offering rest to every living thing upon it. And as this quiet journey continues, the night invites you to slow your own thoughts, relax your body, and follow the gentle rhythm of the world as it moves peacefully through darkness. As night settles deeper, the jungle slowly changes its voice. The bright energy of the day fades away, replaced by a softer, slower rhythm. Shadows grow longer between the trees, and moonlight filters gently through thick leaves, creating moving patterns on the forest floor. This is the hour when the jungle reveals its quiet secrets. During the day, the jungle feels alive with movement and sound, but at night, it becomes calm and thoughtful. Large animals retreat into rest, finding shelter among roots, caves, and dense vegetation. Smaller creatures emerge carefully, moving with patience rather than urgency. Every step is gentle, every motion deliberate, as if the jungle itself is guiding them to move slowly. The air feels cooler now. Warmth trapped in the soil rises softly, mixing with the night breeze. The wind slides through the jungle canopy, brushing leaves together to create a low, soothing sound. It does not shake the trees. It simply passes through them, like a slow breath moving in and out of the forest. Insects take over the soundscape of the jungle. Their quiet, rhythmic calls blend into a natural melody that feels steady and comforting. There is no sharp noise, no sudden interruption. Each sound fades naturally into the next, creating a background hum that encourages rest rather than attention. Predators move carefully at night, guided by instinct and experience. Their movements are slow and controlled, conserving energy. They listen more than they act. The jungle allows them to exist without chaos, offering balance between hunter and prey. Nothing is wasted, nothing is rushed. Above the jungle, clouds drift lazily across the sky. They move slowly, shaped by gentle winds high above the treetops. Moonlight appears and disappears behind them, causing the forest to glow and dim in a calming rhythm. Light and shadow dance together without urgency. Leaves collect moisture from the night air, forming tiny droplets that rest silently before falling to the ground. When they do, the sound is barely noticeable. The forest floor absorbs everything softly, creating an environment where even movement feels padded and safe. Some animals rest completely, their breathing slow and steady. Others remain alert but calm, watching, listening, and waiting. The jungle does not fear the night. It understands it. Darkness here is not emptiness, but protection. It cools the land, hides the vulnerable, and restores balance. As you imagine walking through this jungle at night, your own pace slows. Each breath feels deeper. The quiet movement of air through leaves mirrors your inhaling and exhaling. Thoughts begin to soften, losing their sharp edges, blending into the calm around you. The jungle holds countless stories, but at night, it tells them gently. There is no need to reveal everything at once. Each sound, each shadow, each movement exists only to maintain harmony. The wind continues its slow journey, touching leaves, branches, and vines with care. Far beyond the jungle, the earth continues to move, but here, under the trees, time feels slower. The night stretches peacefully, allowing every living thing to rest, recover, and prepare for what comes next. This is the jungle after dark. Calm, balanced, and alive in the quietest way possible. A place where nature does not sleep completely, but rests with intention, wrapped in moonlight and silence. As the jungle settles fully into darkness, animals begin to communicate in quieter ways. The loud movements of the day are gone, replaced by subtle signals, gentle sounds, and slow, careful motion. Night teaches every creature to conserve energy, to listen more, and to move only when needed. Many animals choose rest during these hours. They curl into safe positions, hidden among roots, tall grass, or thick branches. Their breathing becomes slow and steady, matching the calm rhythm of the forest. Muscles relax, heartbeats soften, and the body recovers from the demands of daylight. Sleep here is not rushed, it is deep and protective. Some animals remain awake, but even they move differently at night. Their steps are lighter, their pauses longer. They observe their surroundings carefully, guided by instinct rather than urgency. The night sharpens senses without overwhelming them. Sounds carry farther, scents linger longer, and the wind delivers information gently through the air. Nocturnal animals emerge quietly. Owls glide between trees without a sound, their wings cutting smoothly through the cool air. Small mammals move close to the ground, using shadows for cover. Reptiles absorb the last warmth stored in rocks and soil, conserving heat as the night cools further. Every movement is efficient and calm. The jungle itself supports this balance. Leaves block harsh light, branches offer shelter, and the forest floor cushions each step. The wind passes softly through vines and canopies, carrying smells and faint sounds without disturbance. Nothing here feels sudden. Everything flows at the pace of night. In open areas near the jungle's edge, larger animals stand still for long moments. They listen. They wait. The night rewards patience. The absence of bright light reduces conflict, allowing creatures to share space more peacefully. Predators hunt only when necessary, and prey remain alert but not frantic. Far above the jungle, stars shine steadily. Their light does not demand attention. It simply exists, guiding time and rhythm. The moon shifts slowly across the sky, marking the passing hours without pressure. Animals do not track time as humans do. They follow temperature, sound, and instinct, all of which slow naturally at night. The wind continues its journey through this world of quiet awareness. It cools overheated bodies, spreads comforting scents, and smooths the air between trees. The wind never forces itself into the jungle. It adapts, bending around obstacles, flowing gently through open spaces, always maintaining calm. As you imagine this animal world at night, your own thoughts begin to mirror their rhythm. There is no need to rush, no need to solve or plan. Like the animals, you are allowed to simply exist, to rest, to breathe, and to listen to the quiet around you. Even the most alert creatures understand the value of stillness. Long pauses between movements allow energy to be saved. Silence allows danger to pass unnoticed. The night teaches balance, reminding every living thing that survival does not always require action. Sometimes, it requires rest. Deep in the jungle, this understanding has existed for millions of years. Generations of animals have learned to trust the night. They know that darkness does not mean danger alone. It also means safety, renewal, and peace. The earth itself supports this cycle, cooling the air, softening sounds, and slowing movement across the land. As the night continues, animals settle further into their chosen states of rest or gentle awareness. The jungle breathes evenly. Wind, leaves, soil, and life move together in harmony. Nothing feels out of place. Nothing feels rushed. This is the quiet language of animals after dark. A world guided by instinct, patience, and calm. A reminder that rest is natural, silence is powerful, and slowing down is part of life's deepest wisdom. As the jungle settles into deeper rest, the sky above becomes the quiet guardian of the earth. Darkness does not arrive suddenly. It unfolds slowly, layer by layer, until the sky transforms into a vast, calm ocean of deep blue and black. The last traces of daylight disappear, leaving behind a peaceful stillness that stretches endlessly in every direction. Stars begin to appear gently, as if they are waking one by one. They do not compete for attention. Each star shines softly, calmly, holding its place in the sky without urgency. Their light has traveled unimaginable distances to reach the earth, yet it arrives quietly, without sound, without force. This slow arrival adds to the feeling that time itself has softened. The moon rises carefully, its glow spreading across clouds, land, and water. Moonlight is not sharp or demanding. It smooths the edges of everything it touches. Mountains become gentle shapes, forests turn into flowing shadows, and oceans reflect silver paths that seem to lead far beyond the horizon. The sky and earth connect through this light, sharing calm energy. High above, clouds drift slowly, guided by gentle winds. They stretch and thin as they move, never rushing, never colliding harshly. The wind at this height is steady and patient, shaping the clouds without tearing them apart. This movement creates a quiet rhythm that mirrors the slow breathing of the planet below. The sky cools as night deepens. Warm air rises slowly from the land and sea, meeting cooler layers above. The wind blends these layers carefully, preventing sharp changes. This balance keeps the night comfortable, stable, and calm. The sky works silently, regulating temperature and motion without being noticed. In open areas far from city lights, the sky feels larger, deeper, and more present. Constellations rest in their ancient patterns, unchanged and dependable. They offer a sense of continuity, reminding the Earth that night has always been part of its cycle. Nothing is new here, and that familiarity brings comfort. The sky listens as much as it watches. It absorbs sound, allowing noises from the Earth to fade gently instead of echoing sharply. This softening effect helps the world below slow down. Animals feel safer, winds move smoother, and even water settles into a calmer rhythm. As you imagine looking up at this night sky, your thoughts begin to expand and then soften. The vastness above makes worries feel smaller, lighter, and less urgent. Breathing becomes deeper and slower, matching the steady presence of stars and moon. There is no pressure to think, no need to focus. The sky holds everything without judgment. Even when clouds pass and stars fade briefly from view, the calm remains. Darkness does not erase the sky's presence, it deepens it. The unseen stars still exist, shining patiently behind the clouds. This quiet assurance adds to the sense of safety and rest. The wind continues its journey between earth and sky, connecting forests, oceans, mountains, and ice fields. It carries coolness downward and warmth upward, maintaining balance. The sky responds by holding steady, allowing the night to remain smooth and uninterrupted. Over time, the moon shifts slowly, marking the passing hours without urgency. Shadows move gently across the land, barely noticeable. The earth turns quietly beneath the sky, continuing its endless rotation without disturbance. Everything flows together in silence and order. This is the sky after dark. Not empty, not distant, but present and protective. It watches without interference, supports without demand, and offers calm to every living thing below. Under its steady gaze, the earth rests, breathes, and recovers. And as the night continues, the sky remains above, constant and gentle, inviting you to let go, to rest deeply, and to drift peacefully into sleep. As the sky stretches over the earth, the oceans enter their quiet hour. The waves, which roared and sparkled under the sun, now soften into gentle movements. The water reflects the moonlight in delicate silver trails, stretching far beyond the eye, blending seamlessly with the horizon. Even the largest tides appear patient, moving slowly, carrying calm with them. The wind above the ocean drifts gently, barely disturbing the surface. It brushes across waves, shaping them lightly, allowing ripples to form soft patterns that seem almost deliberate. Every movement feels harmonious, a slow conversation between water and air. There is no urgency here, only balance, continuity, and quiet rhythm. Below the surface, life continues with subtle elegance. Fish glide effortlessly through the dark water, their movements slow and deliberate. Schools drift together, forming shapes that flow with the currents. The ocean floor rests in shadow, cradling creatures that thrive in the gentle quiet. Every action is measured, conserving energy, sustaining life in the calm of night. Distant sounds travel slowly over the water. The occasional splash of a fish, the soft rolling of a wave, or the faint call of a nocturnal seabird reaches the shore without disturbing the serenity. These natural rhythms blend into a seamless lullaby that invites stillness, coaxing every observer into quiet reflection. Moonlight paints the sea with subtle gradients of silver and blue. Waves shimmer softly, rising and falling in a hypnotic cadence. Even the darkest depths reflect faint light, suggesting life moving silently far below. The ocean seems alive yet patient, aware of the night's slow passage and participating without haste. At night, the seas also interact with the land. Gentle tides kiss shorelines, tracing smooth lines in sand or rocks. The breeze carries the scent of salt and seaweed, calming and familiar. The sound is soft, almost inaudible, yet it resonates in the mind, slowing thought and encouraging rest. It is a natural meditation, repeated nightly for millions of years. Far from human activity, the ocean's surface mirrors the sky above. Stars and moonlight form patterns in the water that seem to float just beneath the waves. This reflection is steady, unwavering, and soothing. Waves do not crash abruptly. They rise, pause, and fold quietly, as if respecting the calm of the night. Some nocturnal creatures, such as dolphins or small whales, occasionally surface, their movements elegant and smooth. Their presence does not disturb the ocean's rhythm. Even predatory fish hunt slowly, respecting the natural balance. Every motion is calculated, silent, and integrated into the gentle pulse of the night. The ocean, though vast and powerful, embodies restraint at night. Its energy is contained, flowing without pressure, rising and falling with a timeless rhythm. The water, the wind, and the moonlight merge, creating a cinematic spectacle of motion that is both mesmerizing and comforting. As you imagine standing on a quiet shore, the cool breeze brushing your face, and waves rolling softly at your feet, the mind naturally slows. Each breath aligns with the gentle rhythm of water, wind, and distant night sounds. Stress and thoughts drift away, replaced by the infinite calm that only a night ocean can offer. Even distant ice seas share this serenity. Vast frozen expanses reflect the same silver moonlight, and subtle currents move beneath the ice, whispering the same language of stillness. The world feels connected, every water body breathing gently under the night sky. This is the ocean after dark. Not chaotic, not restless, but patient, supportive, and rhythmic. A reminder that even the largest and most powerful forces can flow gently, that movement need not disturb, and that nature itself can guide us toward rest. And as the night continues, waves rise and fall in steady harmony, carrying their slow, silvered energy across shores, valleys, and distant lands, inviting every living being to slow down, breathe, and let go. Far to the north and high among the peaks, the ice mountains rise silently under the calm night sky. Snow blankets the slopes, softening every ridge, every crevice, until the jagged peaks appear smooth and serene. The moonlight drapes these frozen giants in silver, creating shadows that flow like liquid across the white surfaces. The stillness here is profound, as if the mountains themselves are holding their breath. Wind drifts gently across the icy slopes, brushing snowflakes into the air, where they dance slowly before settling again. Every particle moves with purpose and grace, never hurried, never loud. The air is crisp and cool, carrying the faint scent of frost, clean and untouched. Even the smallest sound, like ice cracking softly under its own weight, merges seamlessly with the quiet symphony of night. Beneath the surface, glaciers shift almost imperceptibly. Their movements are patient and slow, measured over centuries, yet each carries the memory of ages. The ice holds water, time, and life within it. Streams flow beneath in secret, hidden by frozen layers, moving with calm persistence. Even in their secrecy, they contribute to the gentle rhythm of the mountains at night. Animals adapted to these frozen realms move cautiously. Snow leopards, Arctic foxes, and mountain goats navigate the slopes with steady, deliberate steps. Their breathing is slow, their movement soft, and their presence barely disturbs the serene landscape. Predators and prey alike exist in careful balance, each aware of the night's quiet power. The wind carries soft sounds across the valleys. A faint whistle through icy ridges, the subtle shifting of snow under a creature's paw, or the distant call of an Arctic bird. These noises are part of the nocturnal melody. They create a sense of connection between mountains, sky, and all who inhabit this frozen wilderness. Each sound fades slowly, leaving the mind free to drift and relax. Above, the sky glows with the same moonlight that illuminates distant forests and oceans. Stars appear brighter in these high, clear atmospheres, reflecting in patches of ice and frozen lakes. The contrast between the cold, solid ground and the infinite night sky produces a cinematic panorama, both vast and intimate. Shadows play gently over peaks and valleys, creating endless patterns of light and dark. Snow continues to fall lightly, drifting on the wind and settling softly across the landscape. Each flake moves slowly, joining others in forming a quiet, textured blanket. The ground beneath becomes smoother, softer, more uniform. Even the jagged edges of cliffs seem to bend under the weight of tranquility. The snow's silence amplifies the calm, inviting any observer to slow down and breathe deeply. The mountains respond to time differently than forests or oceans. Their scale is immense, yet they are not rushed. Centuries of ice and snow teach patience. Erosion, wind, and gravity operate at a measured pace, shaping the land with infinite care. This slow, persistent motion mirrors the night itself, a reminder that change can be quiet, steady, and beautiful. Ice caves and frozen rivers add hidden textures to the landscape. Inside, light from above refracts gently, casting soft patterns across walls and surfaces. Shadows stretch slowly, creating a peaceful visual rhythm. The caves contain their own microcosms of calm, offering shelter to animals and a sense of timeless quiet. As you imagine standing on a snowy ridge, the wind brushing your face and the soft crunch of snow underfoot, your own breath synchronizes with the natural rhythm. The frozen world encourages the mind to release tension. Thoughts slow, muscles relax. The stillness becomes a part of your experience, and the mountains become more than scenery, they become guides into calmness. This is the frozen world after dark, vast, silent, patient, and deeply restorative. Ice, snow, and wind interact seamlessly, creating a cinematic environment that soothes both body and mind. Every movement is deliberate, every sound is gentle, and every shadow contributes to a sense of infinite calm. As the night continues, the ice mountains stand eternal, observing the slow passage of time. The wind carries stories between peaks and valleys, snowflakes drift endlessly, and moonlight caresses the landscape. Every living being, human or animal, feels the pull of this deep tranquility, finding rest in the deliberate, gentle pace of the night. As the night deepens, the wind becomes a soft, invisible traveler across the earth. Unlike the restless gusts of day, it moves slowly, deliberately, weaving through forests, across oceans, and over mountains without urgency. The wind carries whispers of the night, gentle messages that connect every corner of the planet. In the forests, the wind drifts among the trees like a delicate hand. Leaves sway without sound, branches bend just enough to release the tension of the day, and the canopy responds with soft rustles. The movement is subtle but constant, a natural rhythm that lulls creatures below into calm awareness. Even nocturnal animals seem to sense its presence, pausing or adjusting their steps to match its gentle pace. High above, the wind glides over mountain peaks, shaping clouds and carrying faint scents of snow, soil, and distant waters. The icy slopes absorb its coolness, while lower valleys receive warmth lifted from the land. This exchange is slow and methodical, a balance maintained effortlessly through the night. Every gust feels purposeful yet soft, never harsh or demanding. Across open plains, the wind bends tall grasses in sweeping motions, creating wave-like patterns that ripple across the landscape. These motions are mesmerizing, cinematic in scale, yet calming and natural. The sound is minimal, almost a sigh, blending with distant animal calls and the faint rustle of leaves. It is a symphony of quiet, meant for listening without strain. Over oceans, the wind schemes the surface in a gentle rhythm, forming delicate ripples and patterns in the water. Waves rise and fall in harmony with its flow. The night sky above reflects in these calm waters, creating a seamless connection between the air, water, and land. The wind's influence feels universal, tying together the separate elements of the night into a cohesive, peaceful whole. Even in frozen regions, the wind finds its path. It drifts across glaciers and ice seas, lifting fine snowflakes into slow, elegant arcs before letting them settle again. Its movement shapes the frozen landscape subtly, creating shadows, reflections, and textures that feel alive yet unhurried. The cold does not hinder it. Instead, it enhances the clarity and purity of its passage. In valleys and between mountains, the wind carries the accumulated scents of the earth, flowers, soil, sea spray, and the faint aroma of forest pine. These fragrances diffuse softly, calming the mind and reminding every living being that the world is alive yet at rest. The night wind is invisible, but it is everywhere, linking spaces and life in a silent, slow embrace. As the wind moves through night landscapes, it influences sound and perception. Distant animal calls echo softly, muted by the air. Leaves create soft, random patterns of movement. Water ripples and ice glints. The wind shapes every element without pushing or forcing, letting the natural order of night proceed undisturbed. For observers within this world, the effect is immediate. Breathing becomes slower, muscles relax, and the mind begins to follow the wind's steady, undemanding pace. Thoughts that rush during the day lose momentum, falling into a rhythm that matches the gentle movement outside. The world feels safe, harmonious, and vast. Even human imagination can sense the wind's careful guidance. The soft push against skin, the subtle rustling it brings, the faint cooling sensation, it all becomes part of a cinematic meditation. The mind and body align with the planet's own slow, careful pulse. This is the night wind's secret. It never demands, never rushes, and never disturbs. It travels where it is needed, connects distant parts of the world, and maintains balance with patience and grace. Mountains, forests, ice seas, and oceans respond to it silently, letting it shape the night's atmosphere in a gentle, unseen dance. As the night continues, the wind persists, moving in quiet cycles, whispering through valleys, sliding over plains, caressing the waves, and brushing across treetops. Its presence encourages rest, signals calm, and weaves every element of the night into a slow, harmonious rhythm. The earth, under the guidance of this gentle wind, becomes a living, breathing organism at rest. Every movement, sound, and shadow flows naturally, as if choreographed by invisible hands. Night progresses not as a mere absence of light, but as a purposeful, tranquil journey guided by the steady, patient wind. As the moon climbs higher into the night sky, its soft light spreads across vast oceans, turning them into mirrors of silver and blue. The waves no longer crash with the urgency of daytime storms. Instead, they rise and fall in gentle, steady pulses. Each movement is deliberate, measured, and calming, as if the sea itself is breathing slowly and deeply in rhythm with the world around it. The horizon blends seamlessly with the sky, creating the illusion of endless space. Moonlight glides across the water, tracing soft, winding paths that appear infinite. Small ripples reflect faintly, shimmering in the dark, while larger swells move with quiet strength, maintaining a timeless balance. The ocean seems both immense and intimate, powerful yet nurturing. Beneath the surface, life continues with quiet elegance. Schools of fish glide through the cool darkness, their movements almost hypnotic. Bioluminescent creatures leave fleeting trails of soft light, illuminating pockets of the deep for a moment before fading again. Even the smallest motions are gentle, calculated, part of the ocean's serene rhythm. Nothing is hurried. Nothing is forced. The wind above the waves is calm and soft. It drifts across the water, forming delicate patterns on the surface, carrying subtle scents of salt, seaweed, and the distant forests that line the coast. Each gust is smooth, flowing without resistance, shaping the night sky's reflection and guiding the waves in a hypnotic dance. The breeze blends seamlessly with the moonlit glow, enhancing the ocean's tranquil beauty. Distant cliffs and islands appear as shadowed silhouettes, standing silently against the gentle movement of water. Their forms are softened by darkness, and moonlight grazes the edges of rocks and peaks, highlighting textures in a subtle, cinematic display. Seabirds, resting quietly on hidden perches, lift occasionally, gliding across the calm air without urgency, their shadows floating above the water. The night sea has a rhythm of its own. Waves rise, swell, and fold back in consistent intervals, creating a natural lullaby for all who listen. The gentle cadence is mirrored by the wind, the occasional distant call of nocturnal animals, and the faint movement of tides. Together, they produce a layered harmony that relaxes both body and mind. Icebergs floating silently in polar regions follow the same quiet rules. Their surfaces glint under moonlight, casting soft reflections across the water. Cracks and ridges in the ice emit faint sounds, almost imperceptible, blending into the ocean's ongoing lull. The frozen giants move slowly with the currents, patient and timeless, adding a sense of majesty and calm to the night. As you imagine yourself aboard a quiet shore or drifting gently on the waves, the effect of this scene is immediate. The mind slows, aligning with the pulse of water, the rhythm of tides, and the soft sway of waves. Breathing deepens naturally, muscles relax, and tension dissipates. The ocean's pace becomes your own, and the cinematic beauty of night enfolds you. Even human thoughts begin to mirror the ocean's gentle flow. Worries, plans, and distractions dissolve into the background, leaving only calm awareness. There is no need to force stillness. The night sea offers it effortlessly. Every element, the water, wind, moonlight, and distant stars, works in harmony to guide the observer into rest. Small waves lap against quiet shores with soft, repetitive sounds. Pebbles shift subtly beneath the water's touch. The moonlight stretches across tidal pools, revealing hidden patterns and movements that are slow, delicate, and mesmerizing. Even in its vastness, the sea remains attentive, considerate, and balanced. Night is the sea's secret hour. Here, immense power meets subtle patience. Deep currents move unseen, surface waves shimmer gently, and the entire ocean participates in a silent, deliberate rhythm. Life thrives, yet all activities are slowed, measured, and in tune with the nocturnal world. This is the ocean at night, a living, breathing entity that flows without haste, reflects without distortion, and rests while remaining alive. The moon guides it with gentle light, the wind shapes it softly, and distant lands provide steady boundaries. Every wave, every shadow, every ripple contributes to a cinematic meditation for anyone who observes it. As the night continues, the sea maintains this harmony. The moon arcs slowly across the sky, tides respond obediently, and the wind drifts calmly across waters. Every motion is purposeful yet soft, a lullaby that echoes across coasts, valleys, and frozen seas, inviting rest, stillness, and deep, restorative sleep. Far beyond the calm forests and oceans, some mountains carry a secret warmth within. Volcanoes, even when dormant, emit a quiet presence that can be felt rather than heard. At night, their energy reveals itself subtly, glowing through cracks, faintly illuminating nearby clouds, and casting soft reflections on distant landscapes. The world around them slows, as if paying respect to these guardians of molten earth. The lava inside a volcano moves slowly, almost imperceptibly, guided by gravity and pressure deep beneath the surface. Its glow is warm, comforting in its intensity, yet not harsh. Against the cool darkness of night, this light stands out gently, like a distant candle flickering in a vast, serene hall. Shadows stretch and dance on rocky slopes, creating a cinematic display of natural artistry. Smoke rises in delicate spirals, carried by the night wind. It drifts lazily across valleys, mountains, and forests, blending with the darkness without disrupting the stillness. The smell of earth and heat, faint and grounding, reaches distant areas, connecting landscapes that might otherwise seem separate. Even the volcanic presence contributes to the harmony of the night. Nearby rivers or lakes reflect the glowing peaks, forming silver and orange mirrors in the dark. Water reacts to heat subtly, creating soft ripples that shimmer with reflected light. The wind enhances this effect, guiding smoke and warmth, spreading gentle waves of energy that interact with air, earth, and sky. The mountains breathe slowly, carrying heat into the night in a careful balance. Animals near volcanic areas respect these slow, glowing giants. They move carefully around hot rocks, seeking cooler spaces for rest. No rush, no fear, just awareness. Predators and prey alike maintain a cautious calm, adjusting their rhythm to match the natural warmth and slow flow of energy from the mountain. The night teaches patience here more than anywhere else. Ash and fine particles may drift from small vents, moving like soft dust motes in the moonlight. Each grain falls slowly, adding texture to the night, catching faint light, and creating patterns that appear deliberate. The land, though alive with potential energy, maintains tranquility, reminding every observer that power need not disturb peace. Even distant forests feel the influence of these mountains. Warm air currents rise, cooling gradually as they move toward plains and valleys. The subtle energy affects nearby winds, causing leaves and branches to sway gently, synchronized with the quiet heartbeat of molten earth. Night animals adjust instinctively, their movements soft, slow, and mindful. The cinematic view of a glowing volcano under a starlit sky is mesmerizing. Moonlight combines with molten glow, reflecting across clouds and ice peaks in the distance. Shadows lengthen and stretch, revealing textures in rocks and lava flows that the day's harsh light often obscures. This delicate interplay of warmth and coolness, shadow and light, creates a hypnotic, soothing experience. As you imagine standing near a distant volcano, feeling the subtle warmth while listening to quiet winds and watching molten reflections, a sense of calm spreads. The contrast of fire and darkness, heat and stillness, becomes a meditation. Your mind slows. Thoughts dissolve. Breathing aligns with the measured rhythm of the Earth's molten heart. The night teaches even humans through these scenes. There is power, patience, and persistence. Lava moves slowly, shaping landscapes over centuries, yet without urgency. The world's energy is immense, but it is restrained, flowing within natural limits. Watching this reminds one that calm strength is as profound as action. Even as the volcano rests or flows quietly, the surrounding world absorbs its influence. Light reflects off ice, water, and land. Winds carry warmth and scents. Night creatures remain gentle in their movements. Every element contributes to a cinematic balance that feels intentional, slow, and deeply relaxing. This is the secret of burning mountains at night. A quiet display of energy, patience, and harmony. The glow does not dominate. It does not demand. It interacts with wind, water, earth, and life to create a serene, mesmerizing environment. Every ripple, shadow, and flicker participates in a gentle rhythm, guiding the observer toward rest and calm awareness. As night continues, lava flows slowly, smoke drifts lazily, and mountains watch over the land. The Earth, alive with silent energy, continues its careful, measured dance. Every detail, the warm glow, the cool shadows, the distant stars, works together to invite a sense of peace, deep sleep, and cinematic tranquility. As the volcanoes glow softly in distant ranges, forests near and far sway under the delicate touch of night winds. Trees, tall and ancient, respond with subtle grace. Branches bend and leaves shimmer, creating a slow, rhythmic motion that seems choreographed by the night itself. Each movement is fluid, cinematic, and perfectly aligned with the gentle energy of darkness. The wind flows between the trunks, threading its way over roots, around moss-covered stones, and across soft undergrowth. It never pushes harshly. Instead, it slides, brushes, and drifts, carrying the scent of wet earth, fallen leaves, and faint hints of wildflowers. These smells blend naturally, forming an invisible lullaby that relaxes every creature and observer. Leaves rustle softly, whispering secrets that only the night can understand. Each leaf reacts individually, yet together they form a continuous, calming soundscape. The rhythm of rustling leaves blends seamlessly with distant nocturnal calls, the soft hoot of an owl, the far-off splash of water, or the gentle rustle of a hidden animal. The forest becomes a living, breathing orchestra of tranquility. High branches sway slowly, silhouetted against the starlit sky. Shadows dance across the forest floor, creating patterns that seem alive. The moonlight filters through gaps in the canopy, casting soft, silver beams that move gently with the wind. Every light and shadow shift is deliberate and calming, contributing to a cinematic sense of space and depth. Animals respond naturally to this gentle motion. Birds rest quietly in their nests, leaves muffling their occasional movements. Small mammals pause, feeling the breeze as it brushes across fur. Predators move cautiously, aware that the night wind carries sound and scent over long distances. The forest, in its entirety, becomes a place of careful balance, where every movement is slowed and observed. The wind does more than move leaves. It connects. It travels through the forest, over streams, across clearings, and under fallen logs. Its path is unpredictable yet soft, weaving together trees, plants, and animals into a single, cohesive ecosystem. Every branch touched, every leaf bent, every shadow shifted contributes to a feeling of continuity and calm. Even at ground level, the forest floor reacts to the night's energy. Fallen leaves rise slightly with each passing gust, moss cushions movement, and roots absorb the subtle force of wind. Every motion is quiet, almost imperceptible, yet collectively it forms a hypnotic rhythm that mirrors the natural flow of breathing. Occasionally, a stronger gust passes, bending saplings and brushing through thick canopies. Yet even then, it does not disrupt the forest's serenity. The trees sway and absorb the energy, converting it into a slow, mesmerizing dance. Shadows stretch, leaves quiver, and the soft sound of motion fills the quiet, producing a sense of connection and rhythm that invites mental and physical relaxation. As you imagine walking along a forest path at night, the wind brushing gently against your skin, a calm awareness spreads. Breathing slows, shoulders release tension, and thoughts drift like the leaves around you. Every element, the rustling, the shadows, the cool touch of air, guides the mind into a meditative, sleepy state. The cinematic quality of night forests comes alive in this interaction. Light, shadow, movement, and sound combine effortlessly, creating a layered experience that captivates the senses without overstimulation. It is a world alive with activity, yet every motion is slow, intentional, and harmonious. Above, the stars twinkle through gaps in the canopy, observing silently. The wind seems to reach upward, gently brushing against leaves that almost touch the sky. Every element interacts with patience and subtlety. The trees sway not just in response to the wind but in cooperation with it, moving together in a quiet, cinematic choreography. This is the forest's secret at night. Movement does not require haste, power does not require noise, and life can thrive in stillness. The wind around trees teaches calmness, patience, and a gentle awareness of the world. It reminds every observer that peace can exist amidst motion, and stillness can be found in gentle rhythm. As the night continues, the wind moves slowly, carrying stories between trunks, brushing branches, and touching every leaf with intention. The forest, alive yet peaceful, encourages every living being to slow down, breathe, and synchronize with the natural, cinematic rhythm of the night. As the night deepens further, snow begins to reveal its quiet magic across forests and valleys. Each flake falls slowly, turning the landscape into a soft, white blanket. Trees bend gently under the weight, branches outlined with delicate frost, their shapes transformed by the winter's touch. Moonlight glimmers on the snow, creating patterns of light and shadow that flow like liquid across the terrain. The forest becomes a world of muted sounds. Snow muffles the usual movements of animals and rustling leaves. Footsteps crunch softly if anything moves, blending seamlessly into the stillness. Even the wind, flowing between icy branches, carries a softer, slower rhythm. Everything aligns to a natural, hypnotic cadence, as if the world itself is breathing quietly under the snow. Ice crystals on leaves and twigs catch faint moonlight, reflecting it in tiny sparkles. The effect is like countless miniature stars scattered across the forest floor. Shadows stretch slowly, merging and separating as clouds drift above. The entire scene feels cinematic, with every detail contributing to a sense of infinite calm and quiet beauty. Snow-covered hills and frozen streams glisten softly. Ice forms gentle curves along river edges, shaped by centuries of flowing water and slow freezing. Even frozen waterfalls appear alive, their crystalline surfaces reflecting the night sky. Each element seems intentional, moving slowly, shaped by time, patience, and natural rhythm. Animals adapted to winter move with care and grace. Foxes step lightly across snowy fields, their fur blending with the frost. Owls glide silently between icy branches, their wings stirring only the softest whispers of wind. Deer pause to lift hooves, leaving patterns in the snow that hint at life without disturbing the stillness. The world feels alive yet serene. The cold air is crisp but comforting. Breaths are visible, forming clouds that rise and dissipate gently. The scent of pine, frost, and earth blends to create a refreshing, calming atmosphere. Even the tiniest sounds, the fall of a loose snowflake, a distant animal call, or the faint cracking of ice, contribute to the hypnotic rhythm of the night. Moonlight highlights the contours of snowy mountains and valleys in the distance. Peaks appear soft, even if jagged beneath, their icy slopes glowing in gentle silver. Snow drifts along ridges and ledges, moving with the wind in slow, deliberate arcs. The cinematic scale of the landscape creates a sense of awe, but it is awe tempered with peace and restfulness. The night snow encourages the observer to slow down. Thoughts drift like snowflakes on a gentle breeze, falling softly and settling quietly. Muscles release tension naturally, breathing aligns with the calm rhythm, and the mind feels a serene expansiveness. The forest and snow act as guides, leading anyone willing to surrender to the soothing flow of night. Even frozen lakes and ponds participate in the calm. Ice reflects moonlight, shimmering with a subtle, otherworldly glow. Tiny ripples or cracks move imperceptibly beneath the surface, reminding observers of hidden life, yet without urgency or disturbance. Every element, from snowflake to frozen water, contributes to the cinematic serenity of the night. As snow continues to fall, layers accumulate slowly, covering paths, rocks, and fallen leaves. Every contour softens under its presence, smoothing rough edges, blending contrasts, and creating harmony. The forest feels renewed, yet patient, as if sleeping beneath the snow. The night itself becomes a blanket, wrapping the world in comfort and quiet. This is the secret of snowy landscapes at night, a combination of stillness and subtle motion, light and shadow, cold and calm. Every flake, every branch, every icy surface works together to create a world that invites deep sleep and peaceful reflection. Time feels slower here, expanded and infinite. As the night progresses, snow drifts, wind whispers, and icy surfaces glow under moonlight. The forest remains alive yet tranquil, its rhythm unhurried. Every element of the frozen world encourages calm, rest, and cinematic immersion, drawing the observer gently into a state of serene awareness and deep relaxation. Far above the forests and valleys, the world transforms into a realm of ice and stillness. Glaciers stretch endlessly across frozen plains, their surfaces catching the soft glow of moonlight. Ice mountains rise like silent sentinels, their peaks sharp yet softened by thick layers of snow. Every slope, ridge, and crevasse appears deliberate, sculpted over centuries by wind, gravity, and time. The wind in these polar regions moves with subtle purpose. It glides over icy surfaces, creating patterns in snow and frost, carrying the faint scent of cold, pure air. Each gust is gentle yet persistent, whispering across glaciers, threading through icy valleys, and brushing over frozen cliffs. The sound is almost imperceptible, a soft sigh that seems to harmonize with the planet's quiet heartbeat. Beneath the surface, glaciers shift slowly. Their movement is measured, unhurried, almost imperceptible to the eye. Ice flows over rock and valley alike, carrying within it tiny air pockets, frozen particles, and traces of time itself. Even in their colossal scale, the glaciers move with patience, reminding every observer that change can be grand yet quiet, steady yet undisturbed. Snow and ice interact in subtle, mesmerizing ways. Frost forms intricate patterns on rock faces, sparkling faintly under moonlight. Snow drifts settle in soft curves, smoothing jagged edges and creating flowing lines across the landscape. Every ridge and hollow appears cinematic, like a painting composed by centuries of natural artistry, inviting the mind to wander gently and without distraction. Animals adapted to polar climates move slowly and deliberately. Arctic foxes trace paths along snow, leaving fleeting footprints that the wind will soon erase. Mountain goats navigate icy cliffs with careful balance, their movements fluid, elegant, and soft. Even birds that rest on frozen crags maintain quiet awareness, sensing the subtle rhythms of wind and ice that dominate the night. The play of light and shadow across ice mountains is hypnotic. Moonlight highlights ridges, creating long, stretching shadows that shift gently as clouds drift above. Reflections shimmer across frozen lakes and ice shelves, offering a soft, otherworldly glow. The entire scene feels cinematic, a slow-motion ballet of cold, light, and stillness designed to calm and mesmerize. Water flows beneath some glaciers in secret channels. Though invisible from above, it contributes to the glacier's slow life. Subsurface rivers carry sediments and cold currents, moving persistently yet quietly, adding an invisible layer to the night's rhythm. Even the deepest motion is harmonious, unnoticed but essential to the broader stillness. The ice mountain's sheer scale emphasizes both majesty and quietude. Peaks reach toward the sky, clouds circling lazily around them, winds caressing their slopes. From a distance, the vast whiteness blends with the starlit horizon, creating a seamless, calming panorama. Every detail, from glinting ice crystals to softly drifting snow, contributes to a cinematic sense of infinite calm. Standing mentally or physically in this frozen expanse, one cannot help but synchronize with its slow rhythm. Breathing aligns with the subtle shifts of ice and wind, muscles relax under the influence of vast, serene silence, and thoughts drift gently like snowflakes on the wind. The glaciers, mountains, and ice sheets act as guides into tranquility. Even the interplay of color and light supports calm. Pale blues, silvers, and soft whites dominate, reflecting and refracting moonlight in quiet patterns. Shadows shift slowly, creating a sense of depth and continuity. The landscape feels alive, yet patient, offering a cinematic meditation for the mind, a space where the night itself breathes alongside every observer. The polar night carries an almost sacred quality. Every slope, every crevasse, every drifting snowflake and frozen ripple communicates patience, balance, and timeless calm. The glaciers move without rush, the wind flows without harshness, and the night sky watches silently. It is a symphony of frozen stillness, perfect for reflection, rest, and deep relaxation. As night continues, the ice mountains endure, glaciers inch forward with gentle persistence, and moonlight caresses each slope. The wind hums quietly through valleys, brushing ice surfaces with subtle care. Every element collaborates to create a cinematic, sleep-inducing scene where power meets patience, and vastness meets gentle serenity. High above the forests, oceans, and icy mountains, the night sky stretches infinitely, a canvas of deep navy and black, dotted with sparkling stars. Each star glimmers with gentle persistence, distant yet steady, as if silently guiding the world below. The cosmic scene is vast, yet comforting, offering a sense of infinite calm and a reminder that night exists beyond the reach of human activity. The Milky Way arcs across the sky in soft, flowing bands of light. Its presence is subtle yet powerful, a delicate river of stars that meanders slowly through darkness. Watching this expanse, the mind begins to slow, following the natural rhythm of celestial movement. Constellations appear like familiar friends, their forms unchanged over centuries, whispering quiet stories of the cosmos. Planets glow gently among the stars, each with a unique color and shimmer. Mars glows faintly red, Jupiter radiates soft cream tones, and Saturn's rings catch moonlight in a delicate, cinematic display. Their distant, patient rotations encourage the mind to let go of the day's rush, drawing attention outward into the stillness of the universe. Meteor showers occasionally streak across the sky, brief and silent. They move quickly, yet their passage is gentle, leaving trails that fade slowly into darkness. Each streak becomes a fleeting meditation, a reminder that movement and calm can coexist, that even bursts of energy can exist within the serenity of night. The night sky interacts with the earth below. Moonlight touches oceans, mountains, and forests, reflecting faintly from waves, ice, and leaves. Stars mirror in calm lakes and ponds, creating a layered, infinite sense of space. The boundary between land and sky blurs, enhancing the cinematic depth and allowing the mind to drift between worlds effortlessly. Auroras sometimes shimmer in polar regions, painting the sky with subtle waves of green, pink, and violet. They move slowly, almost liquid in their motion, weaving above icy landscapes with hypnotic grace. These celestial lights are soft, never harsh, and their flowing patterns echo the rhythm of wind, water, and ice on Earth below. The constellations themselves tell quiet stories. Orion stretches across the horizon, its belt aligned with patience and balance. Cassiopeia curves gracefully, resembling a gentle celestial throne. Ancient myths merge with observable patterns, providing both wonder and familiarity. Observing these, the mind begins to align with the calm, enduring nature of the cosmos. The wind carries faint sounds from the ground up to the sky, rustling leaves, distant waves, soft animal calls, and they blend with the imagined silence of space. Though stars are far away, their presence affects perception, fostering a slow, peaceful state of awareness. The mind expands outward, yet returns to a centered calm with every breath. The moon itself dominates some nights, full and luminous, casting silver light across landscapes. Shadows stretch, trees glow softly, and water reflects every contour with gentle clarity. Lunar phases add variety, yet all maintain serenity. The moon's steady cycle encourages the mind to follow natural rhythms, slowly, deliberately, in harmony with night. Even human imagination becomes part of this scene. Thoughts drift like stars, tiny points of light against vast darkness. Ideas move gently, unhurried, aligning with the patient movements of planets and the slow arc of the Milky Way. The cinematic effect of night encourages focus on calmness, rest, and quiet reflection. Shooting stars, auroras, and planetary glows create subtle, hypnotic movement. They do not demand attention. Instead, they invite observation, offering visual meditation that promotes deep relaxation. Watching the sky becomes a quiet ritual, a cinematic journey that prepares both body and mind for rest. Clouds sometimes pass, partially veiling stars and moonlight. Their movement is slow and seamless, adding depth to the sky. Shadows drift across snowy peaks, forests, and oceans, creating layers of cinematic texture. This interplay of light, dark, and motion enhances the immersive experience, fostering sleep-friendly calm. The night sky is not only vast but intentional in its stillness. Stars, planets, moons, and clouds collaborate to produce a natural rhythm. Every element moves with patience and precision, creating a cosmic lullaby. Observers below feel this subtle orchestration, relaxing into the serenity offered by the infinite universe. As the night progresses, constellations shift imperceptibly, planets rotate slowly, and stars twinkle gently. The Earth below responds to this celestial calm. Oceans move in quiet rhythm, forests sway softly, and glaciers rest patiently. The connection between sky and land forms a cinematic, sleep-inducing harmony, guiding observers into deep, restorative rest. High above valleys and forests, mountains rise as silent, majestic guardians of the night. Their peaks pierce the starry sky, touching clouds with a serenity that seems eternal. Moonlight washes over rocky slopes, softening jagged edges and highlighting the textures of stone, snow, and ice. Every detail, from the smallest crevice to the grandest cliff, contributes to a cinematic, sleep-inducing scene. The air is thin and crisp at these heights, carrying scents of cold stone, pine, and distant snow. Gentle winds glide along ridges, whispering across exposed peaks and through hidden valleys. Each gust moves slowly, deliberate, brushing the mountain surface without rush. The sound is subtle, a soft hissing or rustle that complements the vast silence of the night. Snow patches cling to cliffs and slopes, glinting softly under moonlight. Shadows stretch and shift with every movement of clouds above, creating patterns that flow like liquid across rugged terrain. Light and shadow interact seamlessly, creating cinematic layers that draw the mind into a gentle rhythm, slowing thoughts and calming the body. Mountain animals, though fewer at this height, are perfectly attuned to the night. Mountain goats navigate rocky ledges with fluid grace, their hooves barely making a sound. Nocturnal birds glide along wind currents, scanning terrain quietly. Each movement respects the mountain's patient, enduring energy, contributing to the subtle orchestration of life that mirrors the slow pulse of night itself. From a distance, peaks blend into the horizon, their silhouettes dark yet illuminated at edges by moonlight. Valleys between mountains remain shadowed, mysterious, yet safe under the sky's protective glow. Streams and waterfalls, though quiet in winter, reflect starlight and moonlight, adding motion and depth to the otherwise still landscape. Clouds drift lazily around the peaks, their soft shapes moving like dancers in a slow ballet. They obscure and reveal slopes in alternating rhythms, adding cinematic intrigue. Light diffuses gently through gaps, casting ephemeral highlights across stone and snow. Even the most jagged cliffs appear softened under this nocturnal choreography. The wind interacts with trees and shrubs scattered along slopes. Branches bend gently, leaves shimmer, and small particles of snow rise and drift slowly. This movement is hypnotic, natural, and calming, integrating the Earth's surface with the vastness above. Every detail, the sway of grass, the shadow of stone, the shimmer of snow, forms a meditative, immersive rhythm. Breathing in these high mountain regions is refreshing, each inhale filled with cool, pure air. Exhaling, the mind feels lighter, releasing tension accumulated during the day. Observing the mountains, one senses not only their size but their patience. Peaks endure storms, seasons, and centuries, yet remain quiet, steadfast, and unhurried, a profound lesson in calm persistence. Moonlight interacts with distant glaciers and icy slopes, creating contrasts of silver, white, and soft blue. Shadows deepen textures, revealing lines and curves carved over millennia. Streams of meltwater, glinting faintly, move slowly down slopes, adding subtle motion. Even stillness is active here, a quiet animation that invites deep relaxation. The mountain's cinematic presence encourages the observer to synchronize with natural rhythms. Thoughts drift like clouds above peaks, muscles release tension naturally, and awareness expands. Every sound, shadow, and shimmer contributes to a meditative experience, guiding the mind gently toward a restful state. As night continues, peaks become increasingly enveloped in shadows, with only moonlight and distant stars illuminating their forms. The cinematic panorama stretches endlessly, combining Earth's rugged textures with the vast cosmic backdrop. The scene inspires awe, yet its stillness fosters comfort, a slow, deliberate peace that resonates with body and mind. Mountains, though immense and enduring, are alive with subtle motion. Snow drifts shift, ice glistens, shadows stretch, and the wind flows continuously. The interplay of these elements forms a layered, hypnotic rhythm, a natural meditation. Observers find themselves attuned to the night, their breathing and heartbeat syncing with the cinematic dance of slopes, cliffs, and starlit heights. This is the secret of mountains at night, enduring, grand, yet patient and gentle. They invite both reflection and rest, showing that strength need not be loud, and vastness can coexist with serenity. Every ridge, shadow, and moonlit edge contributes to a cinematic lullaby, a natural guide toward deep relaxation and sleep. Beyond the peaks of rugged mountains, the world stretches into vast expanses of ice and frozen majesty. Ice mountains rise like silent guardians, their slopes coated in thick snow, glistening under the gentle moonlight. The air is crisp, almost sparkling, carrying the scent of pure cold and the faint mineral aroma of glaciers slowly shifting below. Every surface, every ridge, reflects light and shadow in a delicate, cinematic display. Glaciers carve valleys with patient precision. Over centuries, they move slowly, almost imperceptibly, shaping the landscape without haste. Deep crevasses catch faint moonlight, their interiors glowing with a soft, ethereal blue. Even in stillness, the ice seems alive, as if breathing quietly beneath the frozen surface. Observing this invites a profound sense of calm and reflection. Snow drifts form gentle patterns across slopes, softening jagged edges and creating smooth, flowing lines. Shadows lengthen and shorten as clouds move lazily overhead, adding depth and motion to the frozen panorama. Each moment becomes cinematic, the interplay of light, ice, and shadow forming a hypnotic rhythm that guides the mind into stillness. Wind drifts across these icy landscapes with quiet purpose. It glides over peaks, threads through crevasses, and drifts along frozen valleys, carrying whispers of snow and subtle frost particles. The sound is minimal, almost inaudible, yet deeply immersive. It harmonizes with distant ice groans and shifting glaciers, producing a slow, layered symphony of winter calm. Ice mountain animals, adapted to harsh climates, move deliberately and gracefully. Mountain goats navigate cliffs with careful precision, their hooves making almost no sound on icy rock. Arctic birds glide above ridges, wings slicing through the crisp night air without disturbing the stillness. Even hidden life beneath the snow contributes subtly to the quiet, cinematic rhythm of the polar night. Glacial lakes reflect the starry sky, moonlight, and distant peaks with mirror-like clarity. Their surfaces appear almost motionless, yet beneath, cold currents continue their patient journey. Occasional ripples or faint ice cracks produce tiny, soft sounds, blending seamlessly into the nocturnal orchestra. This interaction between stillness and subtle motion creates mesmerizing tranquility. The moonlight on ice mountains highlights textures invisible in daylight. Frost clings to rocks, ice crystals glitter, and snow layers shift gently with the wind. Every contour seems intentional, every shimmer a detail in nature's cinematic design. Observers feel drawn into the layers of light, shadow, and frozen movement, their minds settling into the slow rhythm of the night. Clouds drift softly across peaks, occasionally obscuring ridges and then revealing them with gentle timing. Shadows stretch and contract, creating an effect reminiscent of slow-motion film. The contrast between soft light and deep shadow adds depth, engaging the senses while promoting calm and restfulness. Every visual element supports a hypnotic, sleep-inducing flow. Breathing in this icy realm feels refreshing, cleansing, and grounding. Inhaling, the cold air fills the lungs with crispness. Exhaling, tension leaves the body. Observers find their own heartbeat and breathing syncing with the natural pulse of glaciers, wind, and snow drifts. The ice mountains act as guides to patience, stillness, and serene observation. Night animals and the wind collaborate in subtle choreography. The soft glide of birds, the careful steps of mountain mammals, and drifting snow combine with distant glacier sounds to produce a slow, meditative rhythm. The cinematic effect of these interactions enhances the viewer's sense of immersion, allowing deep relaxation to flow naturally. Even the vast scale of ice mountains does not overwhelm. Instead, it provides perspective, showing that enormous forces can exist quietly and gently. Glaciers move, snow drifts, and ice layers shift gradually, teaching that patience and persistence are inherent in nature's design. Observing these patterns induces calm, encouraging a gentle detachment from hurried thought. The night in icy regions is alive yet tranquil. Moonlight dances across frozen peaks, wind whispers softly through valleys, and stars reflect in icy lakes. Every element, ice, snow, wind, and distant life, participates in a slow, cinematic rhythm. This harmony invites deep, restorative sleep and a profound sense of peace. As night continues, ice mountains and glaciers remain steadfast. Crevasses glow faintly, ridges shimmer softly, and snow drifts settle quietly. The cinematic landscape stretches endlessly, blending vastness with calm, motion with stillness. Observers feel themselves part of this gentle flow, guided toward serenity, reflection, and the restorative embrace of the night. As the night deepens, wind becomes the silent conductor of the world. It moves over mountains, forests, oceans, and icy plains, carrying energy, scent, and motion in a delicate, cinematic rhythm. The breeze is soft and deliberate, brushing leaves, lifting snowflakes, and creating subtle ripples across lakes. Every interaction is gentle, almost meditative, inviting the mind to slow and the body to relax. Across forests, the wind threads between trees, bending branches just enough to create a soft whisper. Leaves sway in unison, producing a slow, hypnotic rustling sound. The rhythm is unhurried, natural, and immersive. Each gust carries the scent of pine, damp earth, and fresh snow, blending into a sensory lullaby that gently encourages sleep. Over mountains, the wind glides along ridges and cliffs, moving silently across rocky surfaces. It interacts with ice and snow, lifting tiny crystals into the air and scattering them like glitter. Shadows shift and shimmer as gusts pass, creating subtle visual motion that mirrors the slow ebb and flow of the breeze. The effect is cinematic, drawing observers into a world where motion is calm and purposeful. The wind interacts with water in hypnotic ways. It touches the surface of lakes and seas, forming small, rhythmic ripples that catch moonlight. Waves rise and fall gently, reflecting stars, mountains, and trees in soft, liquid patterns. Even in its movement, the wind never disturbs. Rather, it enhances, forming a quiet dance between air, water, and light. Animals respond to these night winds with careful, serene movements. Birds glide effortlessly, adjusting wings to the flow of air. Small mammals move cautiously, using the breeze to mask their scent and find calm in motion. Every creature adapts to the rhythm of the night, their lives intertwined with the cinematic dance of wind across landscapes. On icy mountains, the wind picks up faint particles of snow, creating ethereal swirls in the pale moonlight. Each swirl moves slowly, as if choreographed, reflecting light and shadow. Glacial ridges catch these patterns, adding texture and depth to already majestic vistas. The visual effect is hypnotic, offering both grandeur and tranquility simultaneously. The night wind also travels across open plains, rustling grasses, and small shrubs. Every blade bends and sways, forming waves of motion that stretch to the horizon. Shadows and light interact with this subtle movement, creating a living, breathing canvas of calm. Observers may feel themselves drawn into the rhythm, their breathing syncing with the gentle flow. Sometimes, the wind passes more strongly, yet even then it carries no harshness. It bends branches, lifts snow, and produces deeper, resonant sounds that fill the silent landscape. These occasional gusts are like low notes in a symphony, grounding the gentle rhythm of the night while enhancing the cinematic quality of the scenery. The sensory experience of night winds is multi-layered. Touch, sound, and sight combine effortlessly. Cool air brushes skin, faint rustles accompany distant creaks of trees, and moving shadows create hypnotic visuals. This immersive combination encourages relaxation, easing tension from both body and mind. Even distant volcanoes or burning mountains feel the effect of the wind. Heat currents mingle with the cool night air, producing layered textures of temperature and motion. Smoke and steam rise lazily, carried gently across valleys and plains, forming cinematic patterns of light and shadow that invite quiet observation. As the wind continues, it fosters a slow, natural meditation. Observers may notice their heartbeats align with gusts, their thoughts drifting like leaves or snowflakes, their breathing soft and synchronized. The night, guided by gentle breezes, becomes a cinematic lullaby, encouraging restorative sleep and deep mental calm. Throughout the night, this unending, gentle movement carries the world in a slow, deliberate rhythm. Mountains, forests, ice plains, rivers, and seas all participate, each responding to the wind's subtle influence. Light, shadow, and sound integrate seamlessly, creating a harmonious, cinematic, sleep-inducing panorama. The secret of the night wind lies in its balance. Persistent yet soft, pervasive yet gentle. It connects landscapes, moves life subtly, and produces visual and auditory patterns that calm the mind. Observing it becomes an invitation to let go, slow down, and immerse oneself in the natural flow of the night. Beneath the starry sky, the night sea stretches endlessly, its surface dark yet reflective, capturing every shimmer of moonlight. Waves roll slowly and gently, their motion hypnotic, creating a rhythmic pulse that resonates with the mind. The sound of water brushing against itself is soft and soothing, a natural melody that encourages calm and sleep. The wind drifts across the water, forming tiny ripples that catch starlight, scattering it like liquid diamonds. Each ripple moves seamlessly, blending with larger waves in a cinematic dance of motion and stillness. The ocean seems alive, yet patient, its vastness offering perspective and comfort to any observer. Moonlight reflects across the undulating surface, forming silver paths that stretch toward the horizon. Shadows shift as waves rise and fall, creating patterns that mesmerize the eye. Every glint, every movement is deliberate yet gentle, forming a natural lullaby that slows thought and relaxes the body. Distant islands rise faintly from the darkness, their shapes softened by night. Waves lap against their shores quietly, producing a subtle contrast between land and sea. The interplay of moonlight, shadow, and motion across water and islands creates cinematic depth, drawing the observer into a world of serene immersion. Marine life responds subtly to the calm night. Small fish move beneath the surface, leaving faint traces that glimmer in moonlight. Nocturnal seabirds glide above waves, wings slicing silently through the night air. Even larger creatures, distant and unseen, seem to move with the ocean's patient rhythm, respecting the calm nocturnal flow. The scent of the sea is cool, salty, and grounding. Each breath carries hints of distant coral, seaweed, and the pure essence of ocean water. The air, moving in gentle waves, integrates with the rhythmic sounds of the ocean, forming a multisensory experience that enhances relaxation and cinematic immersion. Occasionally, a soft gust rolls across the water, creating a new pattern of ripples and waves. These changes are subtle, never jarring, adding layers of gentle motion to the night scene. Moonlight glistens differently with each new ripple, and the ocean's reflective surface transforms in ways that capture attention while maintaining serenity. The horizon seems infinite, a boundaryless space where water meets sky. Stars reflect on the gentle waves, merging celestial light with oceanic motion. The cinematic effect is mesmerizing. The night sky and the sea exist as one continuous, harmonious canvas, inviting quiet reflection and calm meditation. Tidal movements add a slow rhythm to the night symphony. Waves advance, then retreat softly, the sound blending with distant wind and occasional nocturnal calls. The steady ebb and flow reinforces a sense of timelessness, allowing the observer's mind to release tension, syncing with the ocean's natural cadence. Bioluminescent creatures occasionally sparkle beneath the surface, their light subtle and fleeting. These tiny glimmers add a layer of magic to the nocturnal scene, enhancing the cinematic quality and hypnotic effect. Every sparkle becomes part of the natural rhythm, contributing to a gentle, sleep-inducing flow. The night sea teaches patience and presence. Vast yet gentle, powerful yet calm, it reminds observers that movement can be serene and continuity can exist without urgency. Breathing aligns naturally with the rhythm of waves, thoughts drift with the motion of water, and the mind finds itself immersed in slow, restorative tranquility. Even distant volcanoes or burning mountains affect the ocean subtly. Heat currents interact with the cool night air, producing gentle breezes that ripple across the water. Smoke and ash may drift lightly, catching moonlight in cinematic patterns that enhance the hypnotic scene without disrupting its calm. As the night deepens, waves, ripples, and reflections continue their endless, gentle dance. Moonlight glimmers, stars twinkle, and the soft sound of water forms a natural lullaby. Observers feel themselves becoming part of this rhythm, each breath, heartbeat, and thought merging with the cinematic flow of the night sea. The ocean's endless expanse offers both grandeur and comfort. Its quiet movement, subtle sounds, and reflective surface create an immersive, cinematic experience that invites deep sleep, rest, and meditative calm. Every wave, every ripple, every flicker of light contributes to a hypnotic symphony of tranquility. Far across the landscape, some mountains glow softly with the molten warmth of distant lava flows. Even at night, the fire within them radiates a gentle, cinematic glow, contrasting with the cool blues and silvers of surrounding ice and rock. This glow is mesmerizing, hypnotic, yet calm, a natural spectacle of energy and patience combined. The lava moves slowly, deliberate in its flow. It glides over rocky surfaces, following natural channels carved over centuries. Even as it burns, the motion is smooth and predictable, offering a visual rhythm that is both engaging and calming. Observers find themselves drawn to the slow, cinematic movement, their minds captivated yet soothed. Smoke rises lazily from vents and cracks, curling upward into the night sky. Moonlight touches the mist, creating ethereal highlights and soft shadows that enhance depth and texture. The interplay of fire, shadow, and light forms a natural spectacle, cinematic in scale yet gentle enough to encourage relaxation and reflection. The heat from the lava affects nearby air currents, causing gentle swirls that move across slopes and valleys. These subtle motions blend with the cool night wind, forming layers of sensory experience that engage the mind softly. The contrast between warmth and cold, fire and ice, adds a hypnotic quality to the scene without disturbing its calm. Distant vegetation and wildlife respond quietly. Trees at safe distances sway with the breeze, casting long shadows over the glowing terrain. Nocturnal animals move cautiously, sensing both heat and light, yet maintaining a quiet rhythm. Even life in this dramatic environment respects the slow, cinematic pulse of the night. The mountain's fiery heart contrasts with icy peaks nearby, creating a striking visual balance. Red, orange, and gold hues reflect against dark rock and subtle snow patches, forming cinematic layers that draw the eye and calm the mind. Every visual element, from glowing lava to drifting smoke, participates in the hypnotic, sleep-inducing narrative. Molten rock flows into frozen rivers and valleys, creating steam that rises like veils of mist. The motion is slow and purposeful, producing soft hissing sounds that blend seamlessly with wind and distant animal calls. This subtle audio layer enhances the night's rhythm, offering both intrigue and serenity for observers. Volcanic craters, rimmed with glowing rock, form natural focal points. Their size and stillness encourage meditative reflection. Observers may imagine the age of the Earth, the slow shaping of landscapes, and the patient energy contained in these mountains. This perspective fosters calm, grounding, and cinematic immersion. Lava light reflects softly on surrounding peaks, glaciers, and rivers. Shadows stretch and dance in slow, mesmerizing patterns, adding depth and texture to the landscape. Even small glints of molten flow become visual anchors, guiding attention while maintaining a peaceful atmosphere. From a distance, the mountains glow like subtle lanterns in a vast, dark world. Their cinematic presence reminds viewers of the power and patience of nature. Fire here is neither chaotic nor frightening. It moves with deliberate grace, integrating perfectly into the nighttime rhythm of wind, ice, and stars. The combination of heat, light, and slow motion fosters a deep, reflective state. Watching the lava flow encourages mental stillness. Thoughts drift like molten paths, unhurried and gentle. Observers find themselves relaxing naturally, syncing with the night's cinematic pulse. Even with fire present, the landscape feels safe, distant, and controlled. It contrasts beautifully with frozen plains, icy mountains, and calm seas, creating a layered, hypnotic visual experience. This balance of extremes, fire and ice, motion and stillness, enhances relaxation, engagement, and meditative immersion. As night deepens, lava continues its patient journey, smoke curls higher, and surrounding shadows shift slowly. Moonlight interacts with every surface, and distant stars reflect in subtle puddles and streams. Every cinematic element collaborates to form a hypnotic, sleep-friendly panorama of burning mountains under a calm, starry sky. As darkness deepens, forests transform into sanctuaries of calm. The night wind flows gently through tall trees, rustling leaves and creating a soft, hypnotic melody. Each gust moves deliberately, threading through branches and across the forest floor, producing a natural rhythm that invites the mind to relax and drift. Shadows dance subtly as leaves sway and branches bend. Moonlight filters through the canopy, highlighting glistening dew on leaves and casting delicate patterns across trunks and mossy ground. The interplay of light, shadow, and motion creates a cinematic, immersive scene, drawing attention softly without disrupting inner calm. The wind interacts with every element of the forest. It lifts small particles of snow or dust, scattering them slowly, producing a shimmering effect. Every movement is synchronized with the night's rhythm, like a carefully choreographed dance. Observers feel drawn into this gentle motion, their breathing aligning with the forest's cinematic pulse. Nocturnal creatures move quietly through this environment. Owls glide silently between branches, wings cutting through the wind effortlessly. Small mammals navigate the undergrowth, their movements fluid and unobtrusive. Even the tiniest insects contribute subtle sounds that integrate into the overall symphony of night winds, creating a multi-layered meditation of nature. Leaves rustle softly as the breeze passes, producing sounds that vary in pitch and rhythm. Some are quick, small whispers. Others are long, sustained sighs. Together, these sounds form a harmonious, hypnotic audio tapestry, inviting deep relaxation and meditative focus. The forest breathes with every gust, and observers feel themselves breathing in sync. The wind's movement creates visual textures as well. Branches sway, leaves shimmer, and shadows shift in gentle waves across trunks and forest floors. The cinematic effect is continuous, yet subtle, offering endless visual variety without sudden changes. Every glance captures motion, light, and texture in a way that soothes the mind and body. Moonlight enhances the hypnotic effect. Beams filter through gaps in the canopy, illuminating patches of forest with silver softness. Reflections glimmer on wet leaves, moss, or puddles on the forest floor. These cinematic highlights create depth and calm, encouraging the viewer to slow thoughts and let go of tension. Even the temperature changes subtly with the wind. Cool air brushes the skin, contrasting with the faint warmth of trees and soil. This gentle variation heightens awareness without causing alertness, integrating with the night's rhythm to promote relaxation. The body senses motion, sound, and light as a harmonious, sleep-friendly experience. The forest's vastness contributes to a sense of calm. Tall trees form natural corridors that guide attention forward, while distant sounds fade gently, producing an enveloping atmosphere. Observers feel part of a larger, patient world, where motion is slow, deliberate, and comforting. The cinematic effect encourages reflection, rest, and meditative immersion. The wind continues its quiet journey throughout the night. It bends and twists around trunks, swirls over moss-covered rocks, and lifts fallen leaves into small, floating patterns. Every movement enhances the hypnotic visual and auditory rhythm, forming a continuous meditation. Observers feel themselves syncing with this motion, their thoughts slowing in tandem. Occasionally, small streams or ponds in the forest respond to the night wind. Gentle ripples form, reflecting moonlight and shifting shadows. The combination of flowing water, moving leaves, and subtle sounds forms a layered, immersive experience, cinematic in depth and texture, perfect for sleep and deep mental calm. The forest wind also interacts with distant landscapes. Beyond the trees, mountains, lakes, and meadows respond in soft waves of motion. The entire environment becomes connected, a cinematic, harmonious system where every element contributes to rhythm, balance, and serenity. Night in the forest is a lesson in patience and subtlety. The wind moves continuously, life adapts seamlessly, and light and shadow create dynamic, hypnotic patterns. Observers are encouraged to release tension, focus on gentle, continuous motion, and immerse themselves fully in the restorative calm of nature. Every gust, every rustle, every shifting shadow is part of a cinematic lullaby. The night wind, threading carefully through the forest, becomes a guide for relaxation, deep sleep, and meditative peace. The scene is alive yet gentle, dynamic yet serene, creating a perfect environment for the mind and body to slow and rest. The world rests under a thick blanket of snow, stretching endlessly across valleys, mountains, and forests. Each snowflake glimmers faintly in the moonlight, delicate and unique, creating a crystalline texture across the landscape. The air is crisp, carrying the faint scent of cold ice and fresh snow, and every breath feels pure, grounding, and serene. Gentle winds sweep across snowy fields, lifting light powder into soft spirals. These tiny snow swirls drift slowly, catching moonlight and casting ephemeral shadows on the ground. The movement is hypnotic, rhythmic, and calming, forming a natural lullaby that aligns perfectly with the observer's slowing thoughts. Snow-covered trees stand tall and silent, their branches bending slightly under the weight of frost. When the night wind brushes through them, they sway softly, producing a subtle rustle. This sound is gentle and soothing, like a quiet melody echoing across the still, snow-laden landscape. The forest and wind together form a cinematic rhythm, perfect for deep relaxation. Frozen lakes and rivers reflect the night sky, adding depth to the winter scene. Stars shimmer on icy surfaces, while moonlight casts soft silvers and blues across ridges and slopes. Occasional cracks in the ice produce faint, distant sounds that enhance the hypnotic effect, integrating seamlessly with the whispers of the wind and rustling trees. Mountain peaks, dusted with fresh snow, rise majestically into the night sky. Shadows from moonlight dance across icy slopes, creating patterns that are both dynamic and serene. The visual contrast between pure white snow, dark rock, and pale moonlight forms a cinematic tableau, drawing the observer's attention while fostering calm and stillness. Snow animals, adapted to the cold, move gracefully through the night. Arctic foxes tread softly, leaving delicate footprints, while owls glide silently above, wings whispering through the crisp air. Even the smallest creatures contribute to the rhythm of the winter night, creating an intricate, cinematic interplay of motion and stillness. Snowflakes continue to fall, tiny and almost weightless, adding gentle motion to the otherwise still scene. Each flake twirls and drifts, catching faint light, creating a mesmerizing visual pattern. Observers feel drawn into this slow, graceful dance, their minds synchronizing with the continuous, gentle rhythm of snowfall. The night wind moves subtly through snow-laden valleys and forests, brushing against icy surfaces and lifting powder in faint waves. This movement is soft and deliberate, producing both sound and motion without urgency. Observers sense the world breathing slowly, a cinematic rhythm that soothes the mind and body alike. Moonlight reflects off frozen surfaces and icy branches, creating sparkling highlights that appear almost magical. Shadows shift slowly, responding to clouds drifting above and subtle changes in terrain. Every visual element enhances the hypnotic quality of the scene, drawing attention inward and encouraging reflective calm. Streams of partially frozen water flow quietly beneath ice layers, producing gentle sounds that mix with wind and rustling snow. These delicate audio patterns add layers to the night symphony, deepening immersion in the cinematic landscape and fostering relaxation that feels both natural and restorative. Snow-covered paths wind through forests and mountains, inviting slow mental exploration. Observers imagine gentle journeys along these paths, footsteps muffled by thick snow, the mind wandering peacefully with each step. This sense of motion, though imagined, integrates with the real hypnotic rhythm of wind, snow, and moonlight. The winter night is expansive, encompassing forests, mountains, lakes, and open plains. Every detail, from drifting snowflakes to distant peaks, contributes to a layered cinematic panorama. Observers feel part of a vast, calm world where time slows, thoughts settle, and the natural flow of night encourages deep relaxation. Even distant volcanoes, rivers, and seas are softly visible under the blanket of night. Their presence integrates into the cinematic narrative of winter, adding depth, contrast, and continuity. Light, shadow, motion, and stillness work in harmony to create a fully immersive, sleep-friendly experience. The snow whispers as the wind moves through it. Tiny flakes collide gently, powder lifts in faint spirals, and icy surfaces respond with subtle sounds. This gentle interaction becomes a natural lullaby, a rhythm that slows the mind, softens muscles, and invites the body into rest. As night deepens, all landscapes, mountains, forests, icy seas, snow-covered plains, merge in a seamless, cinematic harmony. Moonlight, stars, wind, and snow collaborate to produce a continuous, hypnotic rhythm. Observers feel themselves drawn into this natural flow, their breathing slowing, thoughts drifting, and consciousness gently settling toward sleep. Finally, the world rests in perfect stillness. Only the soft whispers of wind, occasional glimmers of moonlight on snow, and the distant sparkle of stars remind the observer of motion within calm. This serene conclusion, cinematic in scale and gentle in detail, completes the immersive journey, offering deep relaxation, reflective peace and restorative sleep. The night carries on, continuous and patient, allowing every element — snow, ice, wind, trees, water, mountains, and stars — to perform their slow, graceful dance. Observers are left in the embrace of this winter night, fully relaxed, deeply immersed, and ready to drift into restorative slumber.